What's the deal, my people? You know it is Don Tony Teflon. I'm back at you another one, and this one is House of the Dragon, Episode 9, the penultimate episode, preview trailer breakdown. We're going to go through all this trailer, and I'm going to set you up for what I think is going to happen in the next episode of House of the Dragon. Here we go. What up to my thugs, nerds, freaks, and geeks? You're now rocking with the one, the only, the Don Tony Teflon. Do me a favor and subscribe and click that bell so you can be notified every time I drop a new House of the Dragon video. Can't believe episode 9 is already here. The season is just about over. Flew right by. Let's break this down. Let's get right into it.
The king is dead.
After seeing him last episode, there's no doubt that we can all say that we knew the king was not long for this world. He looked terrible. Did he go out there and stand up for his daughter one last time? No doubt, and we gotta big up him for that. But with missing the eye and missing everything else, there's no way that man could have survived. And as we see in this episode, the king has passed away. It seems like they're at some type of small council meeting where they're announcing this, or where Alicent and them are talking about the actual fact that he is passed away. And it seems like they're trying to decide exactly what they're going to do now that the king has passed away.
He told me he wished for Aegon to be king.
The door remains shut until we finish our business.
First, we hear Alicent say that the king wanted Aegon to be king. We know that that's false. We know that that's not what he truly was saying. He was having a fever dream, and he was talking about a prophecy that she did not know about, but she interpreted it as him saying that he wants his son to be king. And this is going to be her motivating factor of why she wants to get her son on the Iron Throne. After that, we see a hooded figure walking through the people. Now, we have always said that there is one hooded figure that constantly pops up, and that is Daemon Targaryen. We always see him with the hood. But in this trailer, we see somebody else with the hood. So we can't be sure exactly who this person is at this time. We'll talk about it more a little bit later in the trailer. We then hear Otto Hightower say, the door remains shut until we're done with our business. So if they're in the small council room, they're trying to figure out exactly what their next move is to be done when the king dies. In Westeros, the history, when the king dies, you're supposed to ring the bells and let everybody know that the king has passed away. It seems like they're keeping it a secret until they figure out exactly what they want to do. The next pictures look like they've already figured out who they want to be king, and these lords are on their knee swearing fealty to this king. We also see Aemon One Eye, and blurred out looks like a person who's already wearing a crown. Most likely, this is his brother Aegon, who we just heard the queen say that she thought that her husband wanted him to be king.
None can know who you are or what you seek.
We get a quick shot of King's Landing, and then we hear Otto say to a King's Guardsman, or a person that is down with the crown, saying, listen, no one can know what you're doing. Then he takes off. After that, a little before, we see a bunch of people being rounded up and thrown into jail. So what I think is going on here is that they're trying to keep the king's death secret. So anybody that they think knew that the king passed away, in order to keep their mouth shut, they are throwing all these people in jail just to make sure that this news does not spread, because they do not want Rhaenyra to find out. Just as we hear the queen say, what of Rhaenyra? We don't want Rhaenyra to find out right away until we've figured out exactly what we want to do and how we're going to handle what's going on. Because rightfully, Rhaenyra is the heir. So as soon as the king is dead, she is now the queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
I have found out something you should know.
We see somebody in what appears to be a brown cloak standing next to the gold cloaks as the people are coming from King's Landing. Maybe at this time they know the king is dead, because in the next scene we see someone getting tossed off of some type of ledge and we can see smoke in the sky. So maybe they do know, maybe they're upset, maybe they're starting to riot, and that's what's going on in these two scenes. Then we see the Clubfoot talking to Alicent saying he found something, and then they show a male Targaryen baby. Now, whose son is this? Is this Rhaenyra's son? Is this Alicent's son? Is it somebody's son that the king had a bastard that we have no idea who this kid is? It's a mystery. We'll have to see to figure it out. After that, it seems to show a fighting pit scene, and if you look at it, to me, the one person's fighting with the long hair, it seems like that's a girl, so she could be fighting another girl. I knew that there was a black woman that was cast, not woman but young lady, that's playing a part called Jane, and that's all we have. So could this possibly be that person, Jane? We then see Aemon One Eye going to confront somebody else in the cloak. Now, is this Daemon in the cloak and Aemon's going to confront him, or is it somebody else? It seems like they're really trying to make you think that Aemon One Eye is the Daemon of their side. After that, we see Sir Criston Cole pull his weapon out on the Lord Commander of the King's Guard while they are inside of this council room. So it seems like they're trying to set the coup off right now. Most likely, he's not going to be down with it. We've seen Alicent before command Criston Cole to kill somebody. Now that she is in control of everything, maybe he's willing to do it, and maybe he kills his own mentor or King's Guardsman, Lord Commander of the King's Guard, I should say.
This is seizure, and it's treason at the least.
Now, right off the bat, we see a sword fight going on with somebody in the black cloak. We've seen two people in black cloaks. We know that one of them is Aemon One Eye. So is it him fighting this person? This person he's fighting, I do believe, is a character that they only call the priest. It does not look like they're in King's Landing. Maybe they took a trip somewhere, and this is some type of fighting monk type person that they're fighting at this particular time. We then see Beesbury in the small council meeting saying this is treason at least. So right now we can tell what's going on. They are trying to take the throne from Rhaenyra, saying that they want Aegon to be king. Beesbury must be defending Rhaenyra in there and saying that what they're doing is straight treason. The next couple of scenes look like they have named their king. They know who they want it to be, and this is the ceremony saying that he is going to be king, with the swords going up for the knights and all the people gathering. I think that's exactly what's going on here. We do see somebody being chased, and who is this? Is this Aegon being chased and they're just trying to get him to sit the Iron Throne, and he doesn't want it in the beginning and they're trying to convince him? Seems like that could be the case.
Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne?
Last shot we get is of a different crown. This is not the crown that we've seen the king wearing. This is a totally different crown. Therefore, this has to be Rhaenyra's crown. She must be on Dragonstone. She must find out that the king dies. She must even find out about that they crowned Aegon king already and stole the throne from her. And now she's going to have her own ceremony saying, no bitches, I'm the fucking queen. I run this shit, and this is the way it's going to be. That's why the crown is not as decorated as the one that Aegon is going to be wearing. That's what I got from this trailer, my quick breakdown. But you tell me what you see. I'm doing this really fast and putting this out there. Maybe y'all picked up on something that I didn't see, but I do think that that black chick in the fighting pits is Jane. I think the other person is the guy that we call the priest, the one that's fighting with the cloak. I think that's who those characters are. I know there's one other character that's supposed to show up that we haven't seen from the Iron Islands yet, and I don't know if he's in this episode, but be on the lookout for him too, because we do have somebody from the Iron Islands that's supposed to show up. But if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and as always, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.